wanted here in England. And he's not going to get that. He's never going to be able to come back to England. That's where it's all going to disconnect. He'll have his riches, he'll have his this, but that's the thing. You never have peace because you're always wanting something. He's going to go to Nigeria, and guess what? He won't be able to drive around Mayfair. He'll be driving around Lagos. And that's his reality. That's
when you say it that way, it makes it seem like the worst punishment they could have given him, to be honest. But
I mean, the punishment is, as in, I'm not saying Lagos is a bad place. I mean, it's a
no. I know for somebody that feels so deeply connected to the lifestyle, the London lifestyle. It seems like taking that one thing away might do some damage mentally.
I see some. There's an uproar in the chat. People are like, "Oh, you're judging, you're this, you're that." So I mean, look,
we are not Christians here, people.
No, but when bad things
people
happen,
that are talking about you're judging. We are not Christians, so we don't. We're not guided by your Christian books.
We call out bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let bad behavior slide. I mean, I'm going to call out bad behavior.
We're not guided by people's fairy tale books, so we can judge and we can call out bad behavior.
We listen, we judge.
We are listening, we are judging. We are listening, we are judging. And listen, Lilliput, you see, the thing is, I always tell people here, any day you see me doing something wrong, call me out.
Mm-hmm.
Call me out.
Mm-hmm.
Any day you see me, because listen, I'm not above mistakes. I'm not above mistakes. And look, if I'm pointing fingers, I should be able to be accountable myself. Right? And so I understand that if I'm pointing fingers, the others are pointing right back. And so if you find me doing or saying anything, I say this to everyone. Look, I mean, of course, it can't be baseless. You know what I mean? Right? It's got to be, okay, this is what you did wrong. Okay, I'm fine. I will accept. I will say sorry. I will say sorry. I will put my hand up and say, I erred. I shouldn't have done this, and I am sorry. I apologize. Right? But these ones, this guy can never take ownership of the harm that he has caused to Black British children, Black African children in the UK. Come on. I'm going to play some videos just so you can hear this fool talking. Sorry, I was just taking a tablet, pain tablet. Where is mine? Okay, let's see. Yes, fuck your God indeed.
I was also going to say, I think people lack a lot of critical thinking when it comes to things in general. But they really do struggle.
What's your name? You sound so sweet and she's just so lovely, isn't she? Huh? She's just so lovely. Use that. Use 691382.
I just think people just genuinely lack a lot of critical thinking, and I think until people get to that place where they are comfortable challenging many of the things that they've been raised up with, many of the things that they've been taught in churches, at home, under the guides of I don't know what tradition,
religion,
or Christianity, or religion in general.
I think when you're religious.
Albert, yes, offending with Fendi. The guy was offending with Fendi. Let me see if I can find the video where he was offending with Fendi. Oh, you go offend with Nigerian immigration. Never know anything. Guys, the petition, please, everyone, there is a petition. If you're watching on TikTok, it's in my bio. If you're on YouTube, the petition is in the description. The petition is not anything different. the UK courts, he has exhausted everything, all avenues to keep him in the UK. He has exhausted it all, right? But you just never know. They might go and find one loophole somewhere. But for the victims, can you imagine? The UK government decided, they had all the evidence to do, to do criminal investigations. They chose not to. And that's one thing he's bragging about. He's saying, can you imagine they took it to Parliament and Parliament did nothing? He thinks that because they did nothing, that this is the reason why he can get away with anything. Daddy Freeze, his friend, right? That one is saying, oh, because he did not, there were no criminal charges. This guy does not know that the UK government, they find it to do the criminal investigation. The amount that it will cost to the taxpayers, I'm telling you, it is cheaper for him to be deported, right? But I don't know if that petition should have said to, let's petition the government. If they had all the evidence to do criminal investigations, why didn't they? Why didn't they? They had everything. Did anybody watch the exposer? Did anyone watch the exposer on YouTube? Anyone? Did anyone watch the exposer on YouTube? These people were ex-members. They had detailed information. A documentary was done by the BBC. When he started, they were hailing him, inviting him to number 10 and all these places that he's doing a good job. He's taking London kids off the street with their guns and with their, this guy on Sunday in church, very clever. They will go and buy some guns and knives. They'll go and buy knives. Then in the church, they will go and put people and make them look like they came to the front and brought the knives. And they will now pack the knives, go to the nearest police station and say, oh, during the service, we were able to get gang leaders to drop their knives. And the police will be like, wow, this is something that we have been trying to do that we could not do. Well done, right? This clown here thought that he was the one who was going to save British kids. This guy. This one, we never chop belefu. This illegal immigrant. Say now he wants to help British kids. Davido and Daddy Freeze and all those people that have been hanging out, they should all be ashamed of themselves. Davido, Daddy Freeze, all this, you all should be ashamed of yourselves. The documentaries are out there. The people's voices are out there. The things that they went through. These children were asked to sell blood for money. They were asked to sell blood for money to bring to Toby. One of his pastors, I have the video here. She said to the members, they should go and steal, beg, or borrow to bring money for the 11th of the 11th, Toby's birthday. Pastor Nikki is her name. Listen, the things that went down in this man's church. Come on, people. Why do you think they keep moving from place to place to place to place? Why do you think Toby lives with almost 20 people in his house, communal living? Why? They're living in that house. Every one of them are sent out to go and work. As soon as they come back, they get paid. You bring your money. The monies are collected in all the houses. Toby he called them trap houses. They were calling the people in those houses that they are trapped. Listen, the evidence, it's evidence for days. Why the government chose to not pursue criminal charges, I don't get it. But the least that we can do is to have him deported. That is the least that we can do. Someone says deportation is not enough. But if Diaspora Diva, hello, Esther, we don't want him in Nigeria. I said we want him in jail. Listen, Diaspora Diva, the UK government has said he needs to go. He needs to go. It's a done deal. He needs to go, right? So, any Nigerians, Emalade, you're going to have a very big visitor very soon. But people are thinking, people are saying that when he gets to Nigeria, that he's going to live a good life over there. It's a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie. Listen, let me tell you why this guy is doing everything in his power to not go. If you look at him very well, if you are a good judge of facial body language, you will see the fear in him. You will see the fear in this guy. How come all this while the man has never showed any of his children? How come he has never showed his wife? Because he was the man. He was the one on the front. But recently now we are putting our child on camera. Now, Lucy, now they get mouth to talk. Lucy, they hid you for a very long time, Lucy. Now, when it is time, because now they want people to see that they have some family connections here. See my child, but you people were not thinking about other people's children, Lucy. When you and your husband were busy borrowing and posing, you did not think then that, what about the people who we are taking advantage of? Everybody now know Lucy. Can you imagine? Lucy sat there. Her name Lucy. Sat there and watched the husband. I mean, how can you sit down and watch your husband wearing swimsuit? Floating device. No, because what will you call this thing? Not be floating device with this thing. If you are my husband, you dress like this. Me, I will ask you, bro, please, where do you think you are going? Dress like that. Where you think you're going? Wait, hold on, let me show you. The guy wears spacesuit, and the wife allowed him to go out in this thing because of fashion. Wait, I need to take off this thing.
Afro.
Yeah.
Afro, meanwhile, while you're bringing up the video, I wanted to tell people, like, when you go to Afro's bio, there is that link. You can sign it, but the votes need to be confirmed when you go to your email and check the email. The email will be sent to you, so you can confirm the vote.
Who, me?
Yeah. I no. Everyone, you need to confirm, like, for the vote to be counted, you need to confirm the email.
Okay. Please, guys, any information you put there is not shared with me at all. Please trust that whatever is change.org. Change.org is a very reputable petition, platform. Very reputable. They have been there years. I've been on that platform since 2015. So whatever information, in fact, you can choose to be anonymous. You can choose to be anonymous. It's about your signature, and your signature must count. If anything,
it was pretty straightforward.
Sorry, go on, Rich. I mean,
I did it, and it was pretty straightforward.
Ray Afam says, I am a bitter old woman because you no go chop from Adegboyega. May I never chop from Adegboyega. Whatever he is offering, may I not chop. There are people that are crying because of this man. May I not chop from that, whatever. And it is not his own to begin with. It doesn't work. Adegboyega does not work.
The problem is idolizing people like
Hey, can you imagine?
You know what I mean? And I mean, this guy walks into the same room that you would walk into, where you work hard, you sweat, you're a respectable individual. And this guy, just because of his community, they've propped him up where, you know, he's demanding a certain level of respect that he hasn't earned. You know, this is how societies get crooked, when you idolize people like this. And, you know, but this is not a respectable individual. This guy does not come across as someone who has the interest of other people at heart. He's about himself. Self-serving people like this, and I understand.
I am Manche. Is that how to pronounce it?
I am Manche.
Manche?
Yes.
Have you heard him speak? Have you heard him talk?
No, to be honest, I try not to indulge in things like this. I've seen bits here and there. I've seen him about a year ago, and the first time I saw him on Instagram, I was just having red flags.
He is one of the rudest human beings you can ever find, and I'm about to play it for you. Hold on a second. I've got loads of videos of this guy, and this particular one, I was in the chat. This one, they used to stream on Periscope. Because of Toby, I went to go and get Periscope account because I need to keep up with the shenanigans. No, this one, I wasn't in this chat. It was the other one. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
From house to house and taking over.
This was during COVID, guys. This was during COVID. What you're about to listen to is Toby giving prophecy. Toby is prophesying. His prophecy is about his antagonizers.
That will be affected, and believers that are not believers quick to abuse God's work and God's church and pastors and I saw diseases knocking on doors from house to house and taking over those houses. I have my words. Then, because judgment starts from the house of God, then afterwards will be the unbelieving world, and theirs is going to be worse. Use something.
And
only
that's
one
supposed to be
way
a prophecy.
how Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus that speaks better thing than the blood of Abel. People, believers crying God, seek repentance. Let me tell you another deceit that will happen on the earth of the saints for a temporary time, for a short time. There's going to be a relief. Again, in the earth normal manner, they will think everything is now okay. They will go back to their old ways. But the reason why that would happen is so that there can be more serious disease spread. This is going to retreat.
Why is this thing? Hold on. Why is the thing jumping? Why? I don't know. But wait, I'll take it back. I've got videos of this guy.
People that will be affected are believers
talking
that
rubbish.
are not believers. You know, believers who are quick to open their mouth to abuse God's work and God's church and pastors and I saw diseases knocking on doors from house to house and taking over those houses. I have words. Then, because judgment starts from the house of God, then afterwards will be the unbelieving world, and theirs is going to be worse.
The unbelievers like me.
Let me tell you something. Only one way how Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus that speaks better thing than the blood of Abel. People, believers crying out to God, seeking repentance. Let me tell you another deceit that will happen on the earth. Because of the saints,
because of the saints,
temporary time,
because of Christians,
for a short time, there's going to be a relief. In the earth normal manner, they will think everything is now okay. They will go back to their old ways. But the reason why that would happen is so that there can be more serious disease spread. This is going to retreat. Retreat is going to cease because it needs to feed on things, more diseases and viruses that are not understood, so that it can spread more deeply into blood. I want to keep saying this, but I will. I'm not afraid of criticism anymore at this point because I've seen God speak and it come to pass. Seeing all these things happen, you are going,
listen.
You'll go, right? Larry Michaels, you will go. It is God's word. People like you will go. You will go. You're going with this season. It's not going to elude you. You're going. Going. So people who antagonize them, they will go.
Listen.
God's word will.
People who antagonize
everything
him will go.
wiped out, clean. Why? So that God's word can prevail so that men will learn again how to fear God. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? So, yeah.
Right. Just give me a second. Let's see. Let's pull out another video. Now, when I do things like this, I don't usually just speak because I feel like speaking. I speak and I bring facts. I bring, videos. I bring evidence. I listen. Like I said, I've got videos for days when it comes to Tobi Adegboyega. I've got videos for days. I just need to find them. Just give me a second. Anytime he's streaming and someone comes in the chat and has a few things to say, oh my goodness, he would lose it. He would lose it altogether. Wait, they're not in here. Let me see. Can I find? Just give me a second. I'll find. I've got a whole pile of them. Let's see. Just give me a minute, guys. I will find it. Wait, let me see if I can find. What was that? Offending with Fendi, yeah? He said he's offending with Fendi. Wait, let's see if I can find Toby.
What do we do to safeguard our youth from? I mean, that's the bigger question, because I mean, clearly there's so many vulnerable people out there. How do we protect our youth from? I mean, some of us see it and you try to warn, but then they have these propaganda machines. But what do we do to safeguard our children from people like this?
Start by not indoctrinating them into religion.
Yes, indoctrination.
Start by not teaching your children about Jesus, about Allah, about any religion at all. If you must teach them religion, wait until they turn 18,
where they are at the stage of
and then when they reach 18, teach them world religions. If you only just pick one, hey Adrian, if you pick just one out of all the religions, thousands of religions in the world, and teach them just that one, then you are indoctrinating those kids, right? Do not teach. This is why I say keep religion away from kids. The gods of these religions never been proven to exist. You don't want to teach children about Sky Daddy up there is watching you. If you steal, I saw a woman teaching children saying, if you steal meat from your mother's pot, Jesus Christ will not be happy with you. If you take money from your mother's purse, Jesus Christ, I felt like entering into my screen and go and just sort her out. How dare you scare kids like that?
I was living in Ghana for a few years, and we had this nanny. I'm not religious. I have a set of 16-year-old twins. My daughter will tell you, I do not believe in God. She will tell you straight. Both my kids will tell you that. They do not. I have not. Really
okay, God is the. Sorry. Hold on. I want to show you.
Hi. I realize you guys actually.
I want to show you offending with Fendi. Lilliput, where are you?
I realize you guys actually like vanity. You love it. You press those views like, okay, so I'm angry now. It's Fendi week. Yeah? It's going to be Fendi. Offending people with Fendi. Come on, I'm just joking, man. Not now. Stop getting angry. Just join the guy. What's wrong with you?
The guy said now offending. Look at him. Look at.
I realize you guys actually like vanity. You love it. You press those views like, okay, so I'm angry now. It's Fendi week.
Fendi week.
It's going to be Fendi. Offending people with Fendi. Come on. I'm just joking.
Offending with Fendi. Lilliput, I'm sure you are offended.
No. He didn't get it enough. That's the most basic fit you could ever throw on. What was that?
Kitchen Potter is offending with Fendi. It's that so cringe. Cringy. Hey. Even some people that have money go to the thrift store to go and buy clothes. Our dear Kitchen Potter saying offending with Fendi. Olodo.
Can I tell you this story real quick?
Oh, before you go on. So when the news broke that this guy, he was set to be deported, right? Him and his church, him and his group of boys came together and they said, between the time that the news broke and when they were doing this party, they've made £1 million. They were partying and they've made £1 million. Toby and his crew okay, let me not speak too much. Let them carry on. They don't know that they are giving the British government more ammunition. Hey, those ones, they were supposed the MP, what's the name of this MP? MP Reid from Croydon. He had collected charges against Toby. This MP Reid, I forget his first name. They had all the evidence, everything to bring criminal charges, but the police decided not to go ahead with that. Right? I guess they were thinking, okay, because he's illegal, we might just deport him. It might be easier, right? So they chose not to. Now, Toby, you see how some people will just put themselves in some unnecessary trouble. The police said they are not investigating, right? Maybe they couldn't find enough evidence. Toby and his team came online and they're dancing, saying that from the time the news broke, you have been found liable. Your company was closed down by the Charities Commission for fraud, almost £2 million. You have not paid that one back. Now, look at you. Some people, they don't know. They are real mumu. Wait, let me show you.
Gang with a Hoover, proper sweep the street. Told big up watching war, the Brits can cheat this week.
Look at him over there.
Studio time gonna read this week. We bust down that no Jesus beat. No G17, G19 had a G17, then a G19 had a 044, but the pen was weak.
See, it says here, since the news, our companies have raised money they haven't raised this year in 24 hours. Look at the people that are here, all young people, all just tender. Tobi Adegboyega is an old man trying to feel among. He's trying to feel like he's a 20-something-year-old. Look at the girls. Look at the people here. They're all youngins. These ones.
We have to talk about safeguarding our kids from
Yeah, I can guarantee you, if they're that young, he's getting smacks from some of them. I can guarantee you that.
See, one thing I don't really, when it comes to their sexual escapades, I don't really bother with those, because grown adults will do what grown adults do, unless they come out and say, oh, they were sleeping with children or those sort of things, right? I don't really go into that. But news, Rich, just 1 second. Some months ago, there was a footballer whose wife is close to Toby. There were recordings. There were things.
I remember this came out on a lot of the Nigerian blogs.
The man said he did DNA test. None of his 3 children are his. How true this is, I do not know.
No, there's one thing. You're right about minors, but I still think an 18, 19-year-old girl or boy, and he's in his 30s or 40s, is the same thing. You're horrid about that. Finding a girl or a boy exactly at the age of consent is just, to me, is just as bad. It's just because he's still waiting. He's still waiting. He's watching. See, you'll watch men like this will watch a literally 9, 10, 11-year-old child and just wait till their goddamn birthday. And all the while they're building a relationship with this person, talking to them and grooming them and treating him good. Wow, that's nice.
Look at somebody's pastor. Look.
Yeah. See, so yeah, I think that's just as bad. I
It's the
think it's just
safeguards
as
that we put.
disgusting.
Look at somebody's pastor dressed like he's going to the moon. Look at this. Look, the only photos you will see of Toby, right? The only photos you will see of him, they're very strategic. He's either going in or coming out, right? So this one now, he's coming out of this building, right? Now, this is only for maybe they rent these clothes for like an hour, 2 hours, and then return. Then the cars are definitely rented. One of the people in his company works in a car rental where it's a luxurious car rental company. All those cars, all the cars are all rentals. Nothing is most of these the clothes that he's wearing. I mean, this 44-year-old pastor, look. Kitchen potter turned pastor. Kitchen potter turned pastor. Hold on, let me see. Show you some other gear. This man, I don't know why. Why the need to wear these things? Why the need to show off like this? Look at somebody dressed. This now. Tell me if these don't look like pajamas, please. Do these not look like pajamas?
Afro. You're just not fashion forward.
This is pajamas now. Lily now, don't do like that. These are pajamas.
So
look.
Stylish. Oh my
It's
god.
actually it's ugly.
A kitchen potter would not know.
Come on, Afro. Rich, you guys.
Those are design. This is
the new
pajamas.
I bet you, Lil, if you saw him, you would be like, "Yeah, baby." You'd be all.
No, absolutely.
You'd be rubbing it.
No.
Lil would be rubbing his chest.
I'll be the one to go and shut Lily's eyes.
Disgusting.
Look at somebody's father. Look.
Lil would be she'd be all over him.
Listen, Rich, all his outfits scream is overcompensation. Something's definitely too small somewhere.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, there's something. Then the cars as well. One person cannot own all those cars. It's impossible.
Afro.
Yes.
Afro it was like that Nigerian wedding where the mothers try to outdress the bride.
Oh goodness.
It was crazy. I said, wait, who the hell getting married here?
Guys, wait, hold on. This is what Toby looked like when he first came into the UK. This was in 20.
Be funny, I know.
25.
I know. Go ahead.
Look at him.
A little. Bring it over a little.
Like this?
No, the other way.
Yeah.
Like this.
No, a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Oh Lord. Yeah, he don't look that rich there.
Look at him. Look at.
You know the crazy thing about it too is if he did this stuff legally.
Now look.
He may not have
from before to after. Look.
Oh, he been eating good too. Because he wasn't eating good before he got there. Because he put on what either 30.
Yeah,
40
look,
pounds
the belly's coming out. Look.
Oh yeah, he's eating good.
The belly's out. Guys, please.
He knows he's eating those huge
petition. There is a petition to have him. Look, the UK government have said that the UK tribunal, they're going to deport him. But with the UK, they can, decide to not bother. They can decide, let's leave it, because the logistics and everything.
With this stuff, Afro? They wait till you have so much evidence and you've done so much bad that they can either, you know what I mean? They just let you keep doing it. They let it pile up. And when they nail you,
no, Kelechi, he's still in the UK. Guys, I think the UK government need to understand the impact of this man's actions on people. If the people are screaming, we do not want him here. Because if the UK government is not prepared to pursue criminal charges, even though they've got everything it takes, they have everything to bring criminal charges. But I get it, because the man was an illegal immigrant, right? The people in his church/cult, it was their names on everything. Toby's name is on nothing, because when they do the paper trail, nothing leads to Toby, nothing. So it's hard to really pin anything on him. But I'm telling you, with the right investigative work, anyway, I'm not an expert in so look at somebody, for Rich, can you wear this, Rich?
My lady wouldn't even go out with me. She would look at me.
This is
when
somebody's
guys, hey guys, when a woman looks at you and says, "Are you going to wear that?" You know what that means? You take it off and you burn it. And that's exactly what she would do. She would look at me and just, "Baby, are you going to wear that?" And I would say, "No, baby, I'm actually taking this thing off and I'm going to burn it."
Diva blocked. They are blocked. Diaspora Diva blocked.
Yep. That's all that would happen.
Just one second.
Afro.
Diaspora Diva, you're not one day, are you? He's been in the UK since 2005, but has no income. He has no job. Sorry, Rich. Go on. Sorry about that.
Saying my lady would look at me, right? And she would ask that question. Afro, when your woman asks you, when your woman looks at you and says, "No, are you going to wear that?" Yeah, or your man. No, for me as a man, no, me as a man, if my woman looks at me and says, "Are you going to wear that?" That means take it off and burn it. That's what it means.
There you go.
That's what it means. You say that. That's what you say. "No, baby, I'm not going to wear it. I just put it on for once, but I got a fire going on over here, and I'm going to throw it right in the fire." That's what you say.
Guys, look at this, and it's the caption for me. Look, it's the caption. Somebody's father looking like a palm wine tapper. And they say this feet, fire. Someone's father is looking like a palm wine tapper. Look. He just needs that thing that they used to climb the palm tree. So now this feet. Not everybody should wear designer clothes like this. Not everybody. Toby should not. Is it by force?
Afro, I think his biggest problem is he's not doing age-appropriate outfits. He's really trying to young it down, but there's no. I'm so sorry. It just, it looks rough.
It is rough.
It looks rough. He doesn't have the. Okay, let me not. There's nothing personal about it. It's just a scammer is a scammer. Also, I just remembered the point I was going to make on why I think he would still thrive in Lagos.
No, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about that Lagos. Why he needs to go back, and people are saying when he gets to Lagos, he's still going to thrive. He will not.
No, so not on the same level, but listen, there's a lot of fakers as well in Lagos, people that like to have the appearance of wealth, right? And these people band together so much. They like to cover each other's asses. And so they would go any length, borrow, steal, scam. So if you have a circle of them, they flourish. They cover themselves. Isn't that what's happening in London? It's like the people around him, they also want to have that lifestyle. He's what they call his right hand men. They've elevated their lifestyles, because of their association with him. So that's why I think that's the appeal, right? I think if he moves wherever he moves to, he's going to seek out people that are desperate for that lifestyle, that are desperate for that clout.
Hey, Slow Q5. Okay, 1 second. Have you guys seen Toby in the studio before? Drippy.
Photo
Show your
studio?
drip. Wait now. Just give me a
Photo
second.
studio, Afro, a photo studio. It better be him taking pictures, please.
No, singing.
Oh no.
Yeah, he
No.
was drip. Sherry, show your drip. Everybody, show your drip. I'm coming. Let me tell you, this guy, I've been following this guy. I've been just taking the thing. Guys, please, if you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the thing. That is the link right there for to sign the petition. Please let us sign it. Let us share it. If you knew about the case that went on with Toby Adegboyega, this is the least that the UK government can do. And it's not fair. Some of the people have been in the UK for years, donkeys of years, been in the UK. They're still struggling to make ends meet. Then you, who was kitchen porter, who has taken advantage of people's children, now you're now showing off Gucci, offending with Fendi. Come on, people. If people are not doing anything, if you're going to just sit and fold your hand and just watch this all happen, many more Toby Adegboyegas will come. Many more. They will come. They're already there. Oh no, I'm trying to find wait, I need to find videos. I need videos. Okay, so the videos.
Good day, Afro.
Hello.
Hi.
That is Bio.
Definitely.
Bio, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
A long time no see.
Yeah, I've been quite busy, that's why.
You're always busy.
Yeah. So today I was just reading the Bible and something sparked into my head, and I went on looking into it. Was Jesus crucified or hung? Because in my early age, when I was growing up, I learned that he was hung. But all of a sudden,
hung like that.
Yeah, I have the picture there on my green screen. The way it was
I've never heard that Jesus was hung before. That's new to me.
It was.
That Jesus was hung. No? Anyone heard that Jesus was hung?
Look at my
all this preaching now on SoundCloud. Okay, no. What it is, sorry. I'm looking for the clips that I got. Don't worry, I'm still looking for it. Yes. Carry on.
So, as I was growing up as a kid, knowing about Jesus, the picture on my green screen, the A picture was the one I grew up.
Okay. I don't know if I hope that it is not wait, let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove it just because TikTok is very they don't like. But okay, so wait. Both of them are on. So one, his hands are apart. The other one, his hands are like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, growing up as a kid, I have always known Jesus to be hanged. But all of a sudden,
when you say hanged, which one? A or B?
A.
Okay, so you've always thought it was A.
I've always knew it was A. That was the picture they show us of Jesus Christ back then when I was growing up. But all of a sudden, the picture changed and it was crucifixion. And it got me thinking, like, what happened? Who changed the picture and the story? Because the both story are different. And I'm like, okay, something is fishy. And maybe some Christians can throw some light to it. I don't know. Actually, in the Bible, Jesus was actually hung, not crucified.
That whole Jesus story does not make sense. That Jesus story is one of the most useless stories I've ever heard. Because why a God will come down from his heaven to come and he wanted to be like man. This God wanted to be like man. He wants to forgive man, but he has to be like man first to come and forgive man. That's just useless. Useless. And to think that this Jesus, he actually signed up. He signed up to it. Told his daddy, I'm coming. Let me go and be sacrificed to you, my daddy. Come on, folks. That's some BS stories. BS.
And also, I made another discovery of someone called Jesus of Lubeck. Have you heard that name before?
Is that the sheep?
Yeah, that is sheep. And I'm starting to thinking like, are Christians, have they been worshiping a sheep all this while? Because it's kind of
no. I think
somehow.
that sheep was just named Jesus of Lubeck. It's really nothing to do with the Jesus character. I don't think. No. It isn't. My opinion is just whoever named the sheep maybe likes the name Jesus too much or whatever. I don't know, but no, I don't think there's any connection. I may be wrong. Rich, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What was the question? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Rich was distracted.
Yeah.
But the both Jesus been around before the preaching of Jesus Christ. I mean, the boat was built 1563, and come on, it's been
Rich,
long
what do
before
you
Jesus.
think of Rich? What do you think of the Jesus of Lubeck? As far as I'm concerned, I just feel it's just the name of a sheep. It's not.
Me too. Yeah.
It's not.
Let me look. I don't. Let me. I'm not seeing anything with that. I'm looking on my other phone. Jesus.
You guys know what Toby sounds like already, yeah? Because I found a few videos, but the one in the studio is what I'm looking for. I saw it just the other day. Toby in the studio. Huh? Show your drip.
That's actually they're saying that this is real.
It's a real boat. It's a real boat, but to connect the worship, people's, because what Bio is saying is what Cashpoint is saying is, he was asking, are they worshiping the sheep Jesus of Lubeck? I say no. It's just the name of a sheep, and that's it. In my humble opinion. Yes, ma'am.
Afro, you know why you can't find the video?
Why not? Why not?
I've been praying. I've been praying on the side. I don't want to hear the atrocity that came out from our studio. So I've been praying to my God to save us all.
Your God can never. Your God can never hear you. Your God cannot.
Okay,
If it comes to this, your God cannot hear you. You know why your God cannot hear you. You know why your God will not be able to hear you. You know why your God will not be able to hear you.
Why?
I have videos for days. If I don't find that one, I'll find another. I have videos for days.
All right, I'll expand my prayer to cover all of the music videos.
Hazen, no, there's only one music video, in fact.
Hazen, you can't say Madingo doesn't
exist. There's only
one. Afro, they're questioning Madingo's existence. Please, my God is Madingo and he exists. Thank you.
With somebody that was born, you were born of a man. Mandingo gave birth to you. You are going to stop it. Hey, Miss Misani, how does he know Jesus was packing? Waiting Jesus the pack. Jesus was not packing anything. Jesus na small dick energy. Jesus no get anything. No, if I'm judging by that character that was walking around in the desert and doing his thing, no, Jesus didn't have anything. Sorry. This was why he was celibate. The claim is that he was celibate. Some people say he was with Mary, but whatever. Jesus could not have been endowed. Because, think about it. Why endow Jesus when he's not going to use it? He's going to just come back to daddy up there. So I can imagine that, when God was creating him, God had said, okay, let's just give him a something like this. Because he didn't need it. He didn't need that thing. He didn't need, because he wasn't going to use it for maybe to pee, yes. But otherwise, so Jesus did not need drippy. Hey, I found it. Lily Ford, I found your man's. Your man's was in the studio. Hey, where is it? Why is it not playing? Hey, what happened though?
Look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip.
Even the intro.
All my guys are dripping. Show your drip. Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip. Drippy. Dripping. All my guys are dripping.
Drippy.
All these guys are dripping. Oh my God.
Drippy. No,
Was he a pastor?
You need to hear it again. This is for Lily Ford.
God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip.
Yeah. Yes.
Drippy.
Oh. Nice. For people that don't know, right?
Show your drip.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me pause this. How do I pause this? How do I pause this? Okay. For those of you who don't know what's going on here, why he's singing drippy. So there was a group called Hope Dealers. So most of the people that were in Toby's group were ex-gang members, cult, people in the cults, people who were, just miscreants, right? These people had an MO. They would go looking for people who were useless in the society, right? And, bring them in and say, we're going to reform you, we're going to do this, we're going to do. Most of the people in his thing were criminals, right? Some of them seasoned criminals. And some of them, had little bit of music knowledge. And so they all came together to set up this group called Hope Dealers. These people looked like the average group on the street, right? And they wore balaclavas on the stage in church, wearing balaclavas. My app isn't working. Go to Rightsboro. Huh? What's happening? Everything okay? Is it me or what, guys? Miss Misani, he's saying that they cannot. Can you guys see and hear me? I don't want to continue. All good? All right, Celia, thank you. Right, so they came out with a song, the Hope Dealers, right? Let me see if I can find the song. Just give me a second. So Hope Dealers, Drippy. So that's where he was getting his thing from. Right, Hope Dealers. Oh, KK. Noisy. Hope Dealers.
Hello, pretty.
Hello, darling. Wait, let's see. Is it Drippy?
Can you hear me good? This says my connection is bad.
There's a lot of noise in your background. There's a lot of okay.
Oh my God,
this is in the church. Look at Toby and his people in church.
Show your team, don't worry. Show yours.
So all my guys are drippy. All my guys are drippy. All my guys are drippy. So they call your clothes drip. Your clothes, your shoes, because everybody needed to show off. So when he went into the studio, that was his, because the Hope Dealers now had their own studio where they go and make music. So he now went there to show off the studio that his people have. And so this was his own rendition at the studio. Lillipod, you ready? Lillipod. She's pretending she's not here. Lillipod, you are here. I see you. Anyway.
So this guy was a pastor.
Oh my guys are
yes,
dripping.
he's
Show your drip. Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is dripping, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip. Dripping.
Drippy.
Dripping, 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 dripping. Oh my guys are dripping. All these guys are dripping. Oh my God.
Chai. This is what happens.
Guys are dripping.
This is what happens when you take a kitchen porter, give him a bit of money, and put him in the studio. This is what you get. All my guys are drippy. Drippy. Nonsense. Anyway, now I want you guys to hear Toby when he's actually preaching, teaching, whatever. I don't know whether it is preaching, whether it is teaching, whether it is whatever the fuck the guy thought he was doing. You see, this is why, guys, believing in God will subject people to being in the company of crazy people. They would just be in the company of crazy people and would not understand why. They would just think that their pastor is hearing from God. Meanwhile, the person has no idea what he's talking about. Right, let me see. I just saw the video. Give me a second. Let me find the video. Drippy, drippy. I bet Lillipod is. Lillipod, make sure it's Toby when you're singing the song. Go drippy, 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 drippy. Oh my guys are drippy.
Zero charisma, zero anything. To be honest, I find it hard to believe that this one actually started a cult, because from like looking at cults, like most of the leaders are a little charismatic, at least, when they speak, there's something there. There's nothing for this one. Absolutely nothing.
It's crazy.
Tilly, I'm not singing it. Trust me. Don't mind.
I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way around. That's why. I went the wrong way around. Sorry. That's why I'm lost. Not finding the videos I'm looking for. Just give me a minute. I will find it. I want you to hear Toby. Hear him while he's doing his drippy nonsense. Well, not drippy, but talking smack as usual. Where did I put that? There was a collection. What I did was put them all in a let me see, because I'm using my iPad. Right. Maybe if I use my phone, I'll be able to get them out. Just give me a minute and I will find it. Yes. Okay, so it might be somewhere here. Okay, let's show you. This was one of the people that was speaking up against Toby then, right? And this person is a Christian. I'm not really going to show these videos. Most of these are on they're on YouTube. The Exposer 2. you will see. Okay, let me put this man back on here so I can just listen. Just this is more about listening now, not so much about okay. So did we have someone inviting? Inviting. Someone requesting inviting. Moderators, can you? Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. No. Oh.
And the comment that is made is so decisive and so incredulous. And I will say to the words evil, because what it does, it twists scripture in order to fit a motive. What is that agenda? That agenda is money. It's got nothing to do with God and all to do with money. And that's evil when we twist the scriptures to try and fit our motive, intentionally knowing that is not what it's about.
Okay, so that's just someone talking about Toby. So
Christians do that all the time. They can mess me with that foolishness. They love the cherry pick.
That person that was talking was a Christian. The person you were hearing, that was a Christian. That was a Christian speaking. The Christian is speaking while he is twisting. He is twisting as well.
But that's what I'm naming. That's what they do. They are classic at cherry picking because what they would come up here and tell us is that I'm like that God is love. Meanwhile, the Bible is nothing, is anything but.
The Bible is a fairy tale book.
It's a fairy tale book, and I actually have gotten into to arguments with my aunt about this because she will be like, "Oh, well," I'm like, "There's good." I'm like, she'll bring up like, I'm like, Jesus. They don't follow Jesus. I'm like, regardless, to me, it does not matter because the book. I'm like, because you don't get the cherry pick what's in this book. The book itself is disgusting.
Exactly.
No, I'm not following this book. And furthermore, and we talk about women's rights and all of these stuff. I said, as a Christian woman, right? And this is, and I said, Auntie, I love you, and I say this for all love. As a Christian woman, I don't want to hear you talk about misogyny. I don't. Okay? Because you are agreeing to the subjugation of women by being a Christian.
The first misogynist was God. The first misogynist was God. The God of the Bible was the first. Well, I mean, when you read the account of of the Bible, he was so misogynistic. It's just I don't know how people don't
incredible.
see it. It's incredible. It is.
And it's so funny to me because you don't actually have to look far. All you have to look is the first story in Genesis.
Hello, MJ Alex.
The first story in Genesis is nothing but misogyny. First of all, the people. I'm like, you know what I find interesting? Let me actually dissect Christian.
Is it possible to turn down the noise in the back?
I'm like, I don't know what noise you're hearing.
Is there a television on?
No. That's the funny thing. Like,
what's that noise? There's a noise. Guys, can you guys hear the noise, or is it me?
Can y'all hear a noise? Because I don't know what she's talking about.
Can you guys hear the noise?
It sounds like something's playing in the background.
Yeah, right.
Either from a phone or from a speaker, from TV, something.
What about now, y'all? Can y'all hear me now?
That's a lot better now.
Much better.
So as I was saying, if you look at the first story of Genesis, to me that is the ultimate. It starts off with misogyny. It's blatant. First of all, the idea that humanity came from a man's rib, and women came from humanity came from dirt, and a woman came from a man's rib. First of all, because you are actually I mean, that's misogyny self, because you're saying that women, and they often use that point of scripture to justify women's subjugation, that you came from us. Meanwhile, all of y'all were birthed by women.
Lillipod, I've got a video for you. Let me show you, Missy. This was my bird.
And I tell these misogynists to like the Nick Fuentes and stuff. If I'm like, if you, I'm like, if what, I'm like, and I dare Christians. Oh, the little birdie.
That's so adorable. Was that yours?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm the one recording. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, but I challenge all Christian men. If y'all can, I'm like, if man came from a woman's rib, a woman came from a man's rib, then I judge, instead of trying to force women to birth, right? Because y'all worried about these declining birth rates around the globe. I'm like, you know what? I challenge y'all to do. I challenge y'all to take out a rib and to create a baby from it.
You can't.
If that's what they, because if they're saying that women came, if humanity started with a man's rib, they create a baby from it.
If women came from a man's rib, why do men still have a complete set of ribs? Shouldn't one be missing? Amen. Shouldn't one be missing?
They should. In fact, women and men have the same amount of ribs.
Exactly. So what do you mean that a woman, just whoever wrote the Bible, was their noggin was on overdrive, was on steroids?
I'm like, oh, we know this, but I'm like, but I want to challenge them. Since women came from a man's rib and y'all can create humans from a man's rib, then you don't. I'm like, then y'all shouldn't be trying to strip women of their reproductive autonomy. Go create babies from a man's rib, and I'm like, in a lab. Since y'all have seeds and y'all don't need women.
Bits of this, I found a couple.
I'm not knocking people's ozu.
Ozu.
When you see how they messed our minds up.
They are ozu.
Should we not question prayer? Something you've been doing since 1980 and right in your face. Imagine terrorist goes into a church. I'm coming somewhere, don't worry, I'll get to what's relevant to you. Go to a church and kills people. And still, the announcement is, let us pray. That the people they killed were praying. What more can you do? Religion destroys people's mind. People were praying, they were killed. Then he said, let us pray for this nation. They were praying. That's how they got killed. If God wanted to save them that day, COVID would have been in town because nobody would go to that garden place. Their church building. Nobody needs to be going to this
that garden place. A preacher.
Nobody needs to go. They wouldn't have died. You know what?
Hey, James.
Is God's purpose. For them to be shot dead in church. COVID could have spared this guy's life. Online service.
So this was a time in Nigeria. Some people were, murdered. Some people had gone to church on a Sunday, dressed up very nice, gone to church, and some people just went in the church with their ammunition and just took to these people and just murdered many of them. It was a bloodbath, right? So this is Toby's speech after that news broke. He's saying if the COVID had been around by this time, that they would still be alive because nobody would have gone to church because it's COVID. I mean, I didn't understand what he means.
What is wrong with these people?
Just listen to him. You just listen to this clown.
I'm not knocking people's ozu, whatever makes you ozu. When you see how they messed our minds up, should we not question prayer? Something you've been doing since 1980.
He's saying you should question prayers.
Terrorist goes into a church. I'm coming somewhere, don't worry, I'll get to what's relevant to you. Go to a church and kills people. And still, the announcement is, let us pray. That the people they killed were praying. What more can you do? Religion distressed people's mind. People were praying, they were killed. And they said, let us pray for this nation. They were praying. That's how they got killed. If God wanted to save them that day, COVID would have been in town because nobody will go to that garden place. Their church building. Nobody needs to be going to these places. Nobody needs to go. They wouldn't have died. You know what religion is going to say? It's God's purpose. For them to be shot dead in church. COVID could have spared this guy's life. Online service. Because the response of your leaders is, let us pray. Imagine in heaven or hell, whenever they've come to, they're looking down saying, don't do it. That's what we're doing. It will take over the running of the world. Now, let us base our thought on something. Question. This guy's going to run the world, right? Is the world white or black? I'm coming to David. It's not white or black. It's gray. You know why they will say there are gray areas? Nothing is white or black. The world is complicated. So the character, the style of the man that will run it is the absorbing of the grayness.
Toby says the world is gray.
New style of doing things. So I hope you're ready for this. It's going to be an what a powerful song.
They're about to. Oh, I wish I could show you this.
Back to my first love. This life is a journey. That's why I call.
They're about to go in the private jet. Hold on, let me see. Let me show you. Just because on TikTok you can't really show videos as such because TikTok will, they will, yeah. But let me just show you just a tiny bit of what's going on here, right? So you can see what we are talking about. So he's out with his church members. They are out on a I don't know if this is, they're by an airplane, they're by a jet, and I don't know if they're about to take off, if they're about, it's been a while, I don't remember.
What a powerful song, what a powerful time to be alive. Of course, take me back to my first love. This life is a journey. That's why I call this journey called life. And in a moment, we're going to start a new journey on that beast right there. But hey, Livingstone Choir, thank you guys. That was awesome. That was very, very awesome. Now, I'm not going to get in until I get my bags, bring my bags, and then we're going to meet Romelo, Only for the Nation. Are you ready? Life is a journey. And the Bible says Jesus went from place to place, preaching the gospel, showing us the new way to the kingdom and the new style of doing things. So I hope you're ready for this. It's going to be another few minutes of amazing word. But now we're not going to do that without Only for the Nation. Romelo, Hope Dealers is going to be awesome. Are you ready for this, though? And then after that, I'm going to speak to you. Where are my bags, though? Yeah, let's go. Have you seen Night Shield, guys? Night Shield is awesome. And we're going to do this. It's going to be beautiful. Let's meet with Romelo just before we go. And you're going to sing with us saying Only for the Nation. Thank you, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Romelo.
Hello, sir.
Take us away. Only for the Nation.
They start singing. I thought they were about to jump into the plane. They start singing.
Yeah. Tell me, do you believe in magic? You ever see a star trapped in the hood? Then
Sorry, there's just crazy.
Let me first address why people say, well, how can you wear cap in church?
This is him.
So why not?
Why should a man wear? Because in Christianity, when men go to church, they take off their hats. This one, just listen to this clown. Please listen to him.
Oh, let me first address why.
Hey, sorry, I'm trying to see if I can speed up. No.
How can you wear cap in church? So why not? You actually think I'm going to give a doctrinally deep understanding to this. And who said we shouldn't? Say Paul. That's his problem.
That's Paul. Did you hear that? Wait, did you guys hear that, or is it me? Toby said, they said, who said we shouldn't wear hats to the church, right? For the men. They said it was Paul who said it. Toby said, who is that? That's Paul's problem. Have you guys seen the video where Toby said, who is Jesus anyway? Who is that? This guy. I don't know what's how can this be a preacher? Talking about that's Paul's problem. Okay, I mean, hey, well, thank goodness we are not believers of this gospel. Oh shit. Right. Let's see.
Doctrinally deep understanding to this. So who said we shouldn't? Said Paul. That's his problem. He said a lot of things. For example, if you're going to follow him, you'll still be slaves.
If you follow Paul, you will still be a slave. I said, you're listening.
God invented.
Guys, did you hear that? If you follow Paul, you are going to be a slave. Oh, Toby, Adegboyega, man.
Oh, let me first address why people say, well, how can you wake up in church? So why not? And they actually think I'm going to give a doctrinary deep understanding to this. So who said we shouldn't? Say Paul. That's his problem. He said a lot of things. For example, if you're going to follow him, you'll still be slaves. I'm just saying. As in, like, what was the religion God invented? He said Judaism. Have you seen Jews wake up? They're not answering me. Do you see them wake up everywhere? No. So I don't understand because I don't get it. So smooth. Thank you, sir. I'm very grateful. It's just say you're so smooth. Yeah. You mean my Jeep or the word? Both. So if Judaism is your religion, he said, and women should not open their ear in church. It says weak. It's like God didn't plan for weak. He didn't see it coming. Like, oh shoot, you people can just wear wig because that's covering of your hair. But the auntie in church has not clocked it that the head is covered because she's wearing a wig. Doctrines don't see things coming. That's how you know it's not God. Tradition don't see things coming. That's how you know it's not God, because God sees things coming. Not telling me about Paul said this, Paul said that. Yeah, right. All is not the totality of scriptures. Christ is. Simple. Okay? So that's sorted. So I'm not removing my cap for no invalid Nigerian religion thinking, remove your cap. I'm like, you put on your brain.
Guys.
Why are you not removing your cap? Because your brain is not on. Talking about
he's
church.
not removing his hat because your brains are not on.
Let me just preach the word, because you guys, you know, so last week Sunday we celebrated the birth and the 7 days or whatever day. Pastor Sam and Pastor Alicia, don't shout, don't clap, don't worry.
Hold on. Amen. What kind of man is this?
I'm just showing you that there's.
Wait, hold on.
This guy, imagine, he's got access to the best.
Sorry.
So, can I propose a job to you? This job has a lot of vacancy. Very simple. It's called leadership. The world is in leadership recession. That's why all over the world today, the weakest are ruling. America is being run by a 99-year-old man who fought the certificate. Obama did the certificate for him, and they said he's 70. He is not 70. The man told us to...
Joe Biden.
He said, once we have... This guy, imagine, he's got access to the best doctors in the world. Is America, right? President of the United States of America, like they presented it to us in movies. No, in movies, Russia is bad, America is good. In movies, always an American man takes a nation, like 50 people are shooting him, but he just comes out and then takes everybody and kills them. It's American. And as we bought those movies more and more, the reality of it started to happen. So, but anyway, that's their problem. So the guy told us that if we just take the vaccine, we'll be fine. The other man, the other knucklehead before him said we should be drinking Dettol. So I'm just showing you that there's just a leadership recession. Either it's Trump or Obama.
He's talking about Trump, guys. That was Trump. This clown. Trump and Biden. He just called Trump, what was it? Lily Pod, are you there? Lily Pod, are you listening?
Unfortunately.
Listen to this man speak. You know what? I think I need to bring out this video and put it on thing because I don't know if he will take back his words. This was in 2022, by the way.
The reality of it started to happen. So, but anyway, that's their problem. So the guy told us that if we just take the vaccine, we'll be fine. The other man, the other knucklehead before him said we should be drinking Dettol. So I'm just showing you that there's just a leadership recession. Either it's Trump or Obama, or there's the weakest people just get power. Trump is just as weak and useless.
Wait, hold on. He said Trump is weak and useless?
The vaccine,
oh my goodness. I need to bring out these videos again. No?
The other knucklehead before him said we should be drinking Dettol. So I'm just showing you that there's just a leadership recession. Either it's Trump or Obama.
Teach us all something here.
The weakest people just get power. Trump is just as weak and useless.
Teach us something.
It's the fact. No, I told you I'm wearing this cap. I'm just gonna speak my mind. So
wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm sorry to take it back. Sorry.
Always an American man takes a nation, like 50 people are shooting him, but he just comes out and then takes everybody and kills them. He's American.
Hey, Ian Davenport.
And as we bought those movies more and more, the reality of it started to happen.
Guys, this man that you are listening to, there is a petition in bio section. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. There is a petition to have him deported. This man has harmed a lot of young Black Africans, young Black British children in the UK. The UK have decided not to press any criminal charges, but have chosen rather to deport him. Right? But you never know. It could take 5-10 years. Who knows? But this is to have him just let's go. Let's go. Okay, Lillipod, let's go. Come on, people. So it's a petition to have this man taken. He needs to go. The longer he stays in the UK, he's able to harm more people. And it is a slap in the face to his victims. So please, link in the bio. Find it. Hey, Susan. Hey, Dr. Noamin. Hello. Please make sure to sign. We need the signatures, please. Okay, right. Let's hear what this guy has to say about Trump and Joe Biden.
More and more, the reality of it started to happen. So, but anyway, that's their problem. So the other man, the other knucklehead before him said we should be drinking Dettol. So I'm just showing you that there's just a leadership recession. Either it's Trump or Obama, or there's the weakest people just get power. Trump is just as weak and useless.
Ooh. This was in 20.
I told you I'm wearing this cap. I'm just gonna speak my mind. So he told us if you take the job, then you take the vaccine. This guy's taking everything, including booster. Then 2 days ago, he still had COVID. So you see, we have no escape. Then some of us have not taken none of it, and we've never had COVID. You remember when the mayoral aspirant quickly went to take job and did a video. I'm Harry aspirant. I'm taking. The guy still had COVID last 2 weeks when COVID is gone. Like, we don't know much about it anymore. So, oh, by the way, I've got COVID. there's no leadership in church. And let me start with those yeye ones, the church pastors, Jew, and all those people. That's why I call them yeye ones. Let me start with them. Imagine someone said to me, said, look, a very rich guy, yeah, he's not a pastor. He said, look, I need you to just come to Nigeria, and take your own place, because there's so much religious money here. It's unbelievable. He called it religious money. There's so much. And that was tempting. I'm thinking, so I know why people have to surrender to religion. Surrender does not mean that you even do it. It just means, look, people are what they are. But you see why that can't change. Church leaders are cowards.
Yay. You heard him.
Cowards know the truth.
Church
but they
leaders
know
are cowards.
So they will rather not.
And he is a church leader.
Cowards are
Cash, you want to say something, Cash? Let's hear you. He said church leaders are cowards. How is a church leader saying that church leaders are cowards?
Interesting. Interesting. Go on. I can't see the guest, by the way. I'm sorry.
You can't see?
I can't see. I see me and Rev.
Yeah, there's just you and Rev on the thing.
Who's talking? Oh,
hi, Cash.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, this guy, he is.
Sorry. Wow, they actually said that.
Yeah, he said that. He called Trump a knucklehead. He said he's useless. That Trump said people should drink Dettol. This was during the just at the tail end of the pandemic. Yeah.
So the person in the background of your live here is who was talking.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I wanted to argue with them so bad. I'm my bad.
Cash. Even Dr. Norman, you wrote there, bleed for seed. Yes, bleed for seed was a thing. The young people in his church were asked to sell their blood for money.
What?
Yeah, they were asked to sell. In fact, let me see. There's a video. Yesterday I looked for that video, looked for it everywhere, could not find it, but I need to find it, where one of his pastors was telling the members to beg, borrow, or steal. Oh, let me see. Just see. Wait, hold on. There's more. Hold on. Let's see. This guy. Wait, let's see. Give me a second. Just give me a second.
Front. We didn't know. We're so naive. We didn't know they were competing with each other. So, in those days, we used to have offering basket in front. And people would go give offering. It's just offering time. Well, we still believe that thing there. Offering time, blessing time. In all churches, offering time, nobody ever got blessed. In the history of offering time in church, no one got blessed. Maybe the pastor. So this woman want to drop offering by the altar, and she goes, oh, the Holy Spirit has entered her now to drop offering. Meanwhile, the other woman is watching, saying, God damn it. So she's taking the star from me today.
This is, are you guys listening? He's, God damn it.
Whilst you're still trying to make sure imagine how many bonds you have to cover your hair. Your skirt must be this long. Your trousers must not be this. Your eyes must look this. As you're doing all that, or to please a God that never answers. It's never answered in Nigeria before. Everybody can have their opinion. This is mine, and the microphone is mine. 1980, I was born in Nigeria. Tomorrow,
he said they pray to a God that never answers. A preacher, he has never answered. God has never answered in Nigeria before. Woo wee, okay.
Whilst you're still trying to make sure imagine how many bonds you have to cover your hair. Your skirt must be this long. Your trousers must not be this. Your eyes must look this. As you're doing all that, or to please a God that never answers. It's never answered in Nigeria before. Everybody can have their opinion. This is mine, and the microphone is mine. 1980, I was born in Nigeria.
Tomorrow is going to be great. Tomorrow this will happen. Jesus has said this in a camp. Guess what happened? It got worse. So it got to a point some of us are even thinking, okay, if you're saying God is in control, it's like the nation is out of control. Can we just ask Satan to do it for 3 years? Or 4, 1 10 or 1? Because since I was born, it's been 40 years. That means God has won the first election, second election. That's like 59 election. Can we just vote Satan in once for 4 years? Isn't that democracy?
The pastor says, let's vote Satan in for 3 years. God has failed. He's preaching. Okay. He's preaching to his, you know what? Let me, because sometimes it might seem as if, let me take it off. You guys can just have a look at the guy talking, right? He's right here. Yes, him.
4, 1 10 or 1, because since I was born, it's been 40 years. That means God has won the first election, second election. That's like 59 election. Can we just vote Satan in once for 4 years? Isn't that democracy? I said, I just want you to know that the situation of Nigeria right now, the Lord is in control. I said, yeah, but they just kill people in church. It's not the first time. They've done it many years. So if the Lord is in control, can we just employ someone else for a minute? Because this control is out of control. How? Well, you see, when the people are not productive, religion becomes their employment field because they have nowhere else to turn to. I want to show you a nation because we're talking about government.
Ooh, this guy. Wait, let me see.
Down, he's like, yeah, sit down. And I remember people coming tapping me, like saying, oh.
Wait, hold on. Right. There's a video that I want to show you all. Let's see. Okay, what's this guy saying now? Okay.
Josie. For me, I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking, can the church ever gather this kind of number of people with so much passion? The way they sow for football, I saw it tonight, and the sowing is on. Look, forget the sowing of the payment to come and watch the football. People were betting. Rich people are betting. And say,
he's saying they sow so much money to football. Can they sow that same money into the church, into the house of God? The money they put into football, can they bring that money to him or church?
Putting thousands of pounds. My manager at work pays about 3K for season ticket for Liverpool every year. Yep. Got them money. And they're betting. Thousands of pounds betting. Unbelievable for football, guys. Football. And you know what shocks me the most? So that you know that not the Church of Jesus. People who try to talk about church, they are unstable in their brain. I saw they announced something. They said 9 out of those 10 players. See,
the religious people, they are unstable in their brain.
Well, wait. I think I know what he was referencing there. How many millions and millions, possibly billions of dollars did a church pay to have an ad during the Super Bowl last year? Yeah, that's what he's referencing.
No, this was in 2022.
Okay, fair enough.
This was not last year. These are just in my archives. I've gone and pulled. Okay, I want you guys to listen to him. He's going to be he's a very rude man, like I said. But I don't know how people still clap for this clown. I don't know.
So he's a prophet.
A preacher, prophet. Okay.
Clearly is a control freak.
Okay.
The way he responds to people, the way he speaks about people who question his organization is quite disturbing. For someone who names himself a pastor, this is how he talks to people. He doesn't mind insulting their family members. Any insult thrown at him, instead of ignoring it, paying no attention to it, he feels that he needs to respond, which tells you this is a man with a lot of pride.
So, who are you? Shama Raj, whatever that is. can't be bothered to know what your name really is. Your name sounds like speaking in tongues. Shamara, your name admitted to sexual assault. Your dad admitted to sexual assault.
Someone in his church admitted to SA because there was abuse coming out of this place. There were all sorts of things coming out. So someone in the comments said, someone in your church admitted to SA, and he now turns around and says to the person, your dad? So that's what you're about to listen to, him just being very nasty to the people commenting.
Your dad admitted to sexual assault. Yeah. Why did daddy do that? What's wrong with your dad? Why did daddy assault people sexually? Now your papa you they talk to now, not with me. Now, guys, wait for me to tell you to remove people before you remove them, because I need them to have a response. Okay? Tell them to wait for my response. And someone said they block too quickly. Please don't block too quickly. Let me respond, I beg. Please. Someone said, why do you respond like that? You respond because the Bible says the righteous shall be as bold as lions. No. It says admitted to sexual assault. You're talking to your father because you were born through assault as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a child of assault.
Oh shit.
Don't say, how can the pastor say some people are children of it? They are. I repeat, they are. Yeah. Oh, because some people can be emotionally attached. Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. You think you're talking, you guys not talking to some beggarly pastor trying to be like some politician. Are you kidding me? No way, not having it. What? If you're emotionally down, you locate mad people, then you start talking to yourselves. That's what you do. You don't come on a timeline, say fire timeline. You don't say, oh, should a pastor be talking like that? I don't want to be a pastor. If that's the case, I don't care. You understand? Keep running your dirty mouth and say karma. Let this person stay there. Say karma of what? You don't sow what you don't reap. Yeah? You don't sow what you don't reap. So whatever you're reaping now is your own karma. It's impossible. The rod of the wicked shall not fall on the righteous. You will learn a lesson how not to open your mouth. Fool. You'll learn a lesson. Okay? That's the truth. It's red hot night tonight. Red hot night. Red hot night. Any lunatic crosses this line, don't block them. Let me finish speaking. Any lunatic. I understand that 1 out of every 5 black person that is not in Spark though is suffering from a mental illness. Okay, so the cure for mental illness is stripes, because by his stripes we were healed. So by his stripes, which is the word, you will be healed tonight. Yeah, of madness. So by his stripes we were healed.
This Toby is a nuisance. Wait, where's the other video? Let's see. Toby in action. Wait, let's see this one.
People who know that if they have all this benefit, they just need to cut it. It's got to go.
Right. So listen, this is Toby speaking about people on benefits, right? So low income people who have not got, the government has deemed them to be below the line that will keep them afloat, that will keep them able to feed the family, right? And so the government has done what you call means tested, right? They've means tested their incomes, and so they've deemed them to be they qualify to get government assistance. Now, here is a pastor talking about those people. This pastor talking about them. The guy was just, he was ridiculous.
People who know that if they have all this benefit, they just need to cut it. It's got to go. When you look at all these and you say, but who is going to help this community? And sometimes even Zuriel fighting over Jordan trainers. Yes, it's annoying. It's annoying. The problem with these things is that when they grow a little bit more, they will then think they should have done what they should have done. I know, Pastor, it's sickening. It's sickening. Zuriel will tell you, Pastor Sam will tell you, that it is not just about providing opportunity for Black young people. Most of them don't even want to work. They don't want to do anything. And then that makes me appreciate or begin to appreciate the conservative government more. They need to cut all this benefit. They just need to cut it. It's got to go. You understand? It's got to go. The benefit system got to go. Maybe it's even night time you guys start paying for your Medicare, or at least pay for insurance. It's got to go. When it goes, people will suffer, right? When they suffer, they will wake up, especially young people, for the vulnerable, for the disabled. They can keep the benefit. But for our parents, people who know that if they have 3 children, especially for, I don't even mind if the government comes up. I know this will never happen. These people are politicians. If the government comes tomorrow and say, okay, we're just cutting benefit for Black people, I will never join those who will say, no, we're going to protest, it's racism. No, I would say it's good for them.
Hey.
These are lazy, non-progressive, backward, full of so much medicines are wasted because it's free.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a free society creates no challenge, especially for young people. It's too easy for them to access it.
He's talking about his own people. Are you guys still listening? Are people still listening, folks? What did he say? I can take it back. He's talking about his own people. Oh man, this guy. These videos I've had them for years, so I've even forgotten some of the things that this guy was, he would just sit there and just be rambling and saying all sorts of nonsense. Just listen to this clown.
Look at all these and you say, but who is going to help this community? And sometimes even Zuriel fighting over Jordan trainers. Yes, it's annoying. It's annoying. The problem with these things is that when they grow a little bit more, they will then think they should have done what they should have done.
What the fuck?
I know, Pastor, it's sickening. It's sickening. Zuriel will tell you, Pastor Sam will tell you, that it is not just about providing opportunity for Black young people. Most of them don't even want to work. They don't want to do anything. And then that makes me appreciate or begin to appreciate the conservative government more. They need to cut all this benefit. They just need to cut it. It's got to go. You understand? It's got to go. The benefit system got to go. Maybe it's even night time you guys start paying for your Medicare, or at least pay for insurance.
The UK has universal health care. Toby says, take it off. Let them start paying.
Okay. I have a question for you, Afro, if that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry?
I have a question for you.
Please.
Okay. Yeah, me too. We're both sighing here. Yeah. Okay. So my question is,
Cash.
But if they go somewhere else, are they not going to just continue this?
Okay. So let me explain. Deporting him is not the ideal thing to do, to be honest. It's really a slap in the face. It's like a slap on the wrist, deporting him. Now, in his church, a lot of things happened there there was fraud, there was abuse, there was extortion. These people, and most of the people in his church were young children, young, vulnerable children. The government, they really, this is one case where the government missed and they failed. When he started, he pretended to want to help these kids. He claimed that he could help them, get out of the life of crime, the life of, all these things. And so the government, they were hailing him. They were inviting him to the 10 Downing Street. Yay, he's the man for the job. Until people in the cult started speaking up about their experiences in the cult. Now, turns out he is an illegal immigrant. And he has exhausted all avenues to stay in the UK. He is set to be deported, right? He has done everything to try and stay, but everything has failed. In fact, you can go and see his tribunal papers. He was so deceptive. He was so dodgy. And so, he is just a man who isn't straight at all. Right? But sending him back to Nigeria, this man will not have the opportunities that he has had here in the UK to show off and to live this flamboyant life. All that he has done, he has lived off young people. There are young Black British children who are in debt £30,000 because of this man. They go to the church, right? Someone invites them, they go and they get them to sign, like this little, oh, this is my name and this is my address. And now the people in the church will clone those things and go use them to apply for loans in the names of these youngsters. A lot of them. Sorry?
I was going to say, I totally agree with you. I have someone in my family who has abused young children as well. And deporting them is not going to do anything. They're just going to go elsewhere. And that's why I asked what I asked. Sorry.
So him staying here, if he stays here, there will be the government has decided to not pursue criminal charges. So he's going to be walking free. That is a slap in the face to his victims. His victims, there are many. There are many victims. And they have been waiting for a day where they can say, finally, this isn't what they want. They want him to be prosecuted. They want him to, face at least some kind of day in court for the things that happened to them in his cult. But unfortunately, the government decided not to. There was the government MP. He took this on himself to say, look, I've got everything. He spoke to victims. He put documents together, went to Parliament and said, look, but they chose to do nothing. So if he stays in the UK, he's going to be a free man and he's going to carry on wearing all his designer clothes, doing all the things that he does, right? He is a show off. You should see him, Cash. You really should see this man. He is completely out there. But all that money, he doesn't work. He's got no job.
I totally agree with everything you're saying. What I'm saying is sending him somewhere else doesn't solve the issue.
What will solve? Well, the thing is, I'm not saying send him there without any basis. The government has decided to send him there. It's set. It's done. He has exhausted everything. He has tried everything to stay in the UK, but it is all exhausted, done. But the reason why they need to deport him fast is so that because the government might just decide to leave it another 5 years, another 10 years. If they have decided that he is to go, He needs to go ASAP. The reason why he doesn't want to go is because when he gets to Nigeria, listen, he will be reduced to nothing over there. And it's, Cash, if he is taken to Nigeria, he cannot come back to any countries within the UK. He's completely tainted. It's done. There are many countries, if he applies to enter into any sort of countries, anyone, they just need to go and look at his record, and that's it. He will be refused. So that's the best we can get for the victims. It's the best. I mean, unfortunately, this is what they've chosen. But just don't delay it any further. Cash, this has been going on since
totally fair. That's why I asked.
Totally
fair.
7 years ago.
Right.
6 years ago. So when Cash, there was a whole BBC documentary. BBC did a documentary where they sat the victims down, and it was, after watching that documentary, there was nothing holding them from going to investigate. But I think they would have been shooting themselves in the foot if they had, because don't forget, the government had celebrated him initially without doing their own homework, only to realize that he was a con artist. He was so I don't know. There's a lot going on there when it comes to all of that. But, this is the best that he can do. Can you imagine being one of his victims? You're in debt £30,000. And the man who did this to you, he's on there every day showing off in Gucci, Prada, Fendi, coming out of all the poshest of cars. Why? Because the law cannot touch him. It's one of these that ideally he should be in jail. Ideally, he should be in jail. But if they choose to not pursue it, what can we do? Phil, you got something to say? Phil? Phil, did you unmute yourself? Phil, did you unmute yourself? No. Guys, can you hear Phil? Me, I can't hear him. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I'm just trying to. Oh, okay, right. Here we go. Right. So as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So this person was caught in the act. They took him from the spot where he was arrested, right? Put him in the detention center to determine what they were going to do next. Instead of, pursuing the court case, instead of the whole going to jail, they just decided to deport him back. So maybe that's what they've decided to do. I don't know. So this petition is just backing what the government has said. The government have agreed to deport him, but don't waste any more time. Let's go. This needed to have happened years ago. Let's go.
Gotcha. Let's go. I agreed.
My main account, same usual, get banned. Get banned. I'll be back again for let's see, I think another 3 more days. So yeah. But Cash, what would you suggest? What would if you were to suggest anything, what would you suggest?
I don't know. I don't have a solution, I guess. I can't say what I would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you would have to know the whole, the details, and it is. Oh, it's long. It is long.
Yeah. I don't think that person should be in society. So I agree.
Yeah, I get Nigerians saying we don't want him back here.
Right.
But that's where he came from. So.
But that doesn't solve the problem, though.
Can I chip in a bit, please?
Yes, Monique, you can chip in a bit.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm listening to you and Cash, and I think I've been following this story for a few years.
I need to charge my phone, guys. So yes, I've been for a few years myself.
Yeah, and this for those who don't really know this guy that well, he operates like a mafia boss. And I think that the UK has taken the best decision, because if he's put in prison here, he is going to mobilize in prison. That's the kind of person we are dealing with. So like Cash said, the best solution for someone like this would have been life imprisonment, isolated, because the stuff that this man has done, one of the horrible stories that I heard was where he was making some of the young youth go and donate blood for money, so they can bring the money to his offering bowl. That is how ruthless this man is. There are young today. There was a live that I went on that some of the victims were talking. There are young youth, ladies and young men who have left home and are living in houses that this man has built, and they are being mistreated. They've literally left their families. So this man is a liability. And I think I'm pretty sure that even Nigeria is terrified or worried of having him back. That's how dangerous he is. And it's my understanding that his dad is also doing something similar, and his brother is also the same.
Yes, the brother was here in the UK. In fact, let me see. Hold on. Give me a minute. I want to pull up a video where his brother. Listen. Okay, I think I've got the video here. This is the time when they were being hailed for being in this really good group that were helping kids, helping the young ones to stay away from trouble. Right. The brother was part of the team. The brother was one of the ones, And so the brother went on an interview with, I think it was either ITV or BBC, I don't know which one. He went on, and he was being asked questions. This guy sat there and just lied and lied. Not long after that, his brother was found to have embezzled some monies.
Yeah.
There was some things brought up, I don't know, before they could bring any sort of charges on the brother. He flew to Nigeria. He ran.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is how does because all he has is a visitor's visa. How was he able to even open a church on a visitor's visa? Because you can't do that. And he's never got an NI, because on a visitor's visa, you are not allowed to have an
got a
NI.
national insurance number?
Yeah. So he's never paid any tax, but he was leading a church. How was the church registered? And when I studied his pattern, that's why I say he operates like a mafia boss. So all this money that he's got, they cannot link it directly to him. He's got people that all those money are allocated to who have status.
Yes.
And that's why the police were struggling to, literally pin stuff on him. This is a dangerous man.
Yes. So what's the actual solution?
I think he should be in prison for life. I seriously think isolated.
I don't know about for life. I don't know about for life. But jail, yes. But for life, I don't know. I don't know about that.
If you leave him outside, if you put him in any country, he's gonna do the same thing. If you put him in an open prison, he's going to mobilize there. So what's the solution for someone like this?
Okay, let me play his brother, right? This was his brother on an interview. Let's see.
This isn't the place. No, we don't. Why not? As an organization, we don't run any house or safe house.
Oh, but that's a lie.
It is an accommodation to children's services, social services in the place. No, we don't. Why not? As an organization, we don't run any house or safe house.
Oh, you didn't hear him lying. Now.
If you live in a trap house, then I see your hands
the
up.
next video is
Toby
talking about the houses.
Member of one of the Noah's Ark. We're going to 30. We need 30 trap houses.
30 trap houses.
8 to 10 people in each. If you're trapped in a trap, if you're trapped actually. If you're a trap or a trapped, let me see, 3, 4.
So they were getting all these kids. Right. They were getting all the kids to come and live in this communal, they'll get houses, bring them all, and then send the kids out to go and work, right? And then give them mentors. And then when they come back, when they're done working at the end of the week or the month, whatever, you remit all your monies to the mentor. And then the mentor now gets the money over to Toby.
Yeah. Right. They were getting people to get loans.
Yes.
Loans and bring it to them and put it in their accounts.
Some loans were taken out without the people's consent.
What's the solution?
I remember that when we went through that then on YouTube that time and we were looking at him. Yeah, he's a scammer big time. And he as you could say he's a mafia boss, but what he did is get a lot of the young people to take out loans. And then he pockets the money. They're supposed to give him the money. He's a major scammer. And then they have problems. At the time, the police had difficulty pinning him down because I think what he would have done is get those younger people to sign off on the properties and so on. That's what he was doing. This guy is, oh my goodness.
I've never seen his level of criminality in the UK for so long. I've lived in this UK for nearly 26 years. Wow. And I've never seen anything this bad.
And to brag about it, the day that the news broke that he is set to be deported, the very next day, well, not the next day, a few hours later, he's on there saying, you all should be proud of me. I've done things in this country that no African has been able to do. They took my case to parliament, but they were not able to, nobody brought any charges against me. I've done this and I've done that. And then the next day, him and his group, they started talking about, what was it they said? They said they have made £1 million within 24 hours.
Yeah, they apparently got a donation of £1 million for him. I think was it 2 days ago or so.
Someone gave £1 million.
Yeah. The question I have is, when I read his tribunal papers.
Oh, have you read it?
Yeah, his wife in the tribunal papers is called Mary, but we all know his actual wife here in the UK is called Lucy. So who is this Mary? And I'm surprised the tribunal did not actually question that, because it sounds to me like he's paid someone to marry him, this Mary, because his wife is called Lucy, not Mary. So that was a bit tricky. Like I didn't understand. This guy is he's a criminal.
Is this why his wife has never been shown in public until just very recently they started bringing this woman forward?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's something dodgy going on there, because his wife is called Pastor Lucy, but in the tribunal papers, his wife is called Mary.
Is that her middle name? Mary Lucy? Lucy Mary.
It's just weird. You were talking about a petition, please. Where is that petition so I can sign it?
It's in my bio.
Okay, lovely.
My bio.
Okay, lovely.
Please, you might need to log out or something, but because they need to. I mean, if they have agreed to deport, they might as well be doing it and not wasting any time.
My only worry with this is
he's reassuring people. Toby's reassuring people nothing can happen to him. Nothing can happen to him. He's daring. He's daring the people.
No, do you know what I think he's about to do with this 1 million donation? I think he's about to head to the ECHR.
I don't think they said they haven't donated 1 million. I played the video here. What they said was their companies. Their group of companies made 1 million in a space of 24
hours. Also,
it's very vague. They didn't say where the money came. They said their group of companies made that.
I thought they said donations. Okay.
No.
Okay. So I think he's hoping to head to the ECHR because he's fighting under family life.
He has exhausted it all.
Yeah, but the last option for him will be to head to the ECHR. I mean, he can't do that.
To the highest court.
Yeah, although because although Britain has left, the UK has Britain has left the European Union, we still don't have a Bill of Rights. So they still have some, ties to the ECHR. So he can't do that. And I think that's what he's probably thinking.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, it's going to be years. I mean, I don't know how he's going to go around it. It's not that easy. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to go and sign the petition.
Thank you. His own undoing is this show off and everything. He is his own downfall. He is his own worst enemy, unfortunately. The lifestyle he has lived, the flamboyant lifestyle that he has lived, is going to be his undoing. And that's exactly what has happened to him in this last case, right? The judge says, look, the whole fraud thing came to play out in the court case, right? Because, nobody wants to keep fraudsters in the UK. The UK doesn't want fraudsters. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have their own fair share of fraudsters. But, this one is confirmed. The Charities Commission, they went in his company, they did their investigation and found that there was fraud to the tune of nearly £2 million. And they shut down his church. The UK Charity Commission shut down Toby's Spark Nation Church. So I don't know. There's been a lot of, they've been very, very laxed when it comes to Toby. It's been crazy. But hey.
Do we know how many people were in his church?
Gosh, there was people coming and going.
No, I get that. I'm trying to help here.
I don't know. I wouldn't have those numbers at all because people were just coming, going, and
I know. I've been in so many churches. I'm trying to help.
There's a video I'm looking for that I want to. One of his pastors, when she was telling the people to beg, borrow, or steal just to bring some money to the pastor for his birthday, 11th of the 11th. right? They had to bring monies to this man. Oh goodness, I saw this. I was looking for it the other day. I should have.
Sorry.
I should have.
That's insane.
Beg, borrow, or steal were her
For
words.
his
Beg, borrow, or steal. Well, I still found the video just the other day. It's the same thing that happened to me. Looking for videos and then not finding them. Let's see. You see, with these men of the cloth, it's usually hard to things on them. It's hard because the things of faith, they can say that the people who did it, they were not coerced, or nobody put a pew on their head. They did it of their own accord. They can say all these things, but I mean, what point do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line?
Exactly. It's so frustrating.
Where do you draw the line on these fraudsters? Where do you say, not on our watch, And you see, now when we think about people like Jim Jones, right? Jim Jones, he started off right. The people thought, okay, he was good. He was, he had something to offer Black people, right? He had something to offer the people there. But then, before you know it, all it took was them to go over to that plantation, or that place that they went to, and that was it, right?
900 plus.
When people look up to men like these, it just takes them saying, "Here, take and drink this." Do you know? Just recently, there was a man in Kenya, in his church. Let's see how many people in his church. They said about 400 people, all unalived, in the what you call it, in the desert, not desert. It was in sugar. What's the name of that place?
The jungle.
Yeah, in the jungle. Well, we call that a jungle.
The savannah. Somewhere. Yeah, I think it was the forest. Or so the forest.
Yeah, they went and did church.
The woods, you're right, Craig, woods, yeah.
In the woods, yeah. They went and did church in there, took all these people in there, and they just lost their lives. 400 plus bodies found.
Shakahola
Shakahola
was his name. Shakahola.
Over what? Why did they lose their life?
He said they should fast and starve yourself to meet God, right? To starve yourself for spiritual connection to God, and they starve to death.
Is that okay?
How is that okay?
Exactly.
It's not okay.
Okay, so it's not okay. But sorry. It's not okay.
Like,
it's not.
The Heaven's Gate cult, and similar to Jim Jones, and them, and the Heaven Gates cult, they poison the members that drank holy Kool-Aid. That's where the term holy Kool-Aid came from, because they drank Kool-Aid, poisonous
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, so that term came from Jones, what happened there. But these guys, these cult leaders and people, this is why it is so dangerous. Why it is so dangerous, and we say over and over again, there are a lot of Christians will kick hard for the immorality that their God, who we know is imaginary, their God, the immorality that their God will put forth. So they will do mental contortions for slavery, etc. It's the same sort of mentality. It's a cult mentality. Same mentality these people have for Jim Jones and them. They do it the same thing for their God. Make these excuses, and they will do wicked things and saying, oh, God told me do it, so it's moral. When we can see clearly it's immoral. And support these things. So this is all these things. So this is all behavioral control, informational control, thought control, emotional control.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is devious and wicked.
There was abuse caught on tape to I think the boy was 15. One of the mentors that he has put in charge of one of these homes, right? These people had like 15-year-olds living with them. Huh? And this young boy was, you could see the abuse happening. Just crazy.
No way.
Yeah, there were videos of the abuse that went on in that place. This boy was being beaten, right? It started off as a joke at first, right? It started off like, he was joking, and then got out his belt and started to, and the reason why, he told them to do some tidying, him and another young lad, and the boy didn't tidy up. So, yeah, thought it was right to bring out started off like he was joking, but no. So I don't know how the UK government saw things like that and felt, okay, we're not pressing any charges. We're not doing anything. There was another lady in his organization. Her name, Mariam Mola. Ex-convict. She had a very colorful past. And she came to his church and was made a pastor within weeks of coming to the church. Made a pastor within weeks of coming to Toby's church. This lady, oh no. She was, let me see. Let me see what is Toby saying here.
Given us a golden card to tell. Great. So if you were working with a number before, God is just saying outdated. And even in the outdated, we will show them how advanced we are. We will give them account. God has given us a golden card to tell the nations that governments may be wrong. It's the best opportunity we've had so far. Not only are we accurate, we are ahead of them. They made a mistake. And that's fine. The upgrade version. So this is Pharaoh thinking, how will my kingdom expand to the ends of the earth? How can Egypt stay relevant? Because that's the desire of all nations. No nation wants to be bullied. No nation wants to be glorious yesterday and now inglorious or destabilized today. He went to bed, then he had a dream. What is the one thing that will cause you to be out of power, Pharaoh? He saw famine. He didn't know. Then they called this man called Joseph.
Just talking rubbish. I don't even understand what he's saying. He's just
to lack. And God, Pharaoh went to bed from the meditation of his heart. And study will show you later that the meditation of his heart was, how do we make sure that Egypt remains relevant? Once in power, how do we make sure that we can keep power? Just like when God created Adam, it is how do we make sure that man, God is still relevant on earth. He created a hardware called Adam and gave him a software called God, so that God will not be outdated. Nation family or elite family or limitless family, God has given you the word called upgrade. I wanted to show the nation of the tone that you are the upgrade. That you are the tone, you are the upgrade.
The word salad.
That's why it's going to be on the third. Are you really with me, my friend?
Oh. Just 1 second. Just one more.
Tell me, where did you come from the other day? What I want to begin to do from today all the way to the 3rd of July is to begin to announce Bristol movement, Coventry movement. Tell me now, don't just look at me. Leicester, Birmingham, all this movement. Tell me, where did you come from the other day and you were running out of church to go back to wherever you were coming from? Talk. Why is it so long? Where? This thing is long. I thought you came from a decent place. So what I'm saying is, let's just say
from a decent place.
If 2 or 3 of you shall gather in my name, if 3 of you will gather in Bristol, you will see the blessing of this movement. And the first thing you're teaching them there is from crypto to business. How the church will function. What the nation is asking us for. Your system superior to this, then we will adopt it.
He said they should go and he said they should go over to these places and go and teach them crypto. Did you hear that? They teach them crypto. Did you hear that? Listen to this. He said they should go and teach them crypto.
If 2 or 3 of you shall gather in my name, if 3 of you will gather in Bristol, you will see the blessing of this movement. And the first thing you're teaching them there is from crypto to business. Then you'll know the church will function. What the nation is asking us for is your system superior to this. Then we will adopt it. And we are saying that proven over 17 years, our system has been superior, because if it wasn't superior, the police, Metropolitan Police, will not say, let us go up to the house of the Lord God, called Nation Family or Spark Nation at the time. Let us go there and learn. It is superior. What we are saying is that their crime solving system is outdated.
The police crime solving system is outdated. The police were coming to his church to come and learn. Did you hear that? The police were coming to his church to come and learn.
His church to learn? They were coming for his ass.
The police were coming to his church to come and learn. Listen.
Is your system superior to this? Then we will adopt it. And we are saying that our system has been superior, because if it wasn't superior, the police, Metropolitan Police, will not say, let us go up to the house of the Lord God, called Nation Family or Spark Nation at the time. Let us go there and learn. It is superior. What we are saying is that their crime solving system is outdated. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear what I just said. What we are saying again is that their crime solving or crime reduction system is outdated. We are not saying it's wrong. We are not saying it's bad. It's just outdated. You are the upgrade software for crime reduction. You are the software upgrade for increase of prosperity in our. So when Joseph got to Egypt was advanced.
And this is where the British government failed. They saw him doing 1 or 2 things and thought, whoa, fantastic. They started bringing him to number 10 Downing Street. They started, entertaining the guy until the victims started speaking. Then they realized, oh shit, what have we done? So in this guy's inflated mind, he's telling his people that we are doing something right. The government is going to ask us, are your systems better than ours? If your systems are better than ours, then we will adopt your systems. The police were coming to them to come and learn how to do crime reduction, right? The government were coming to them for wealth growth or something. This is the inflated ego of this man. But look at him now. Hey, Kingdom now. Valencia, hello.
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 Oh, he's just something else. This guy. He's
This
so
guy,
hard.
this guy. Mm. Have you seen the videos of this guy showing off? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
How do people listen to this kind of character? How?
And you know, when he started talking about crypto and the church and crypto, I didn't understand what he was trying to say.
Wait, just hold on. Let me see. I've got a video here. Let's see what's he saying. This have I played this one? I think I've played. I think
I'm not knocking people's ozu.
Okay, no, I've played this one. I've played this one. Right. I'm not knocking people's ozu. Can't even speak properly. They're knocking their ozu. Oh, so what do you suggest, Cornelia? What do you think? Deporting him is better, or do you think, guys? Once again, there is a petition, right? Up there. Please sign the petition so that the UK government will know that look, this is not the time for them to slack. It's been how many years? If they are not going to bring charges, they might as well just take him back. Please.
But why are they not bringing charges if they've got so many evidence of whatever happened, the abuse which was happening? So why are they not charging him? Why?
They will end up doing themselves a disservice, because don't forget, he was frolicking with them. They were inviting him to 10 Downing Street. They were, some of those people from government houses were in the church there, right? They didn't do any sort of groundwork, investigating, nothing. They just went because, yeah, this looks good for the black boys in the UK. This looks, anything to help the black boys and knife and pew crimes, So they
but
thought that
still,
they found
somebody can. There is a lot of people, who used to be doing good things. In the end, they ended up going to prison if they've done something wrong.
Right.
Because when they send, when they deport him, fine, but it's like it shows that he's above the law.
He thinks he's above the law. Honestly, he listen. Did you hear what he said after this news broke? He said to Nigerians, "You all should be proud of me. I am the one that you all look up to."
Who does that? He's just saying, he just wants people to, all the time people talk about Nigerians as scammers or whatever. Who's looking up to him? Nobody's looking up to him. Most people don't like what he's doing. And, most people who are here, some of them are actually working. They're not, it's not everybody who's doing all these scamming things. So you should say everybody's looking up to him. There is a bunch of people who are looking up to him, not everybody.
You're right. It's not everyone, but there has to be some people that are listening to him. There has to be some people who, think that whatever he's saying is relevant or what. I don't know. It's just it's crazy. And the thing is, there's many more like him. This is what we mustn't forget. There are many more preachers like him here in the UK. They've come from Africa, right? They've seen the system here. They're not prepared to go and work, right? And, at least take 10 years to get themselves stable. They think, okay, the best way to make quick money is to start a church.
Yeah, they can start their church, that's fine. And let them do their churches, but not like involving kids, like enslaving kids to go and work and give them money. Do your church, that's fine. If you've got your followers following you, that's okay. But don't do things to criminal things, and just get away with it.
That's the thing. They do these criminal things, and I think they've learned, from Toby. Most of these people have learned because they know that, as long as you're not putting your name on things, as long as you're distancing
they're hiding on other people's names, because it seems like his name is not anyway, but he's hiding with other people, using other people's names. Because like a church, it's like it's a charity. So anybody can register a charity, and he didn't do it. He used somebody to do it.
If anyone is interested, the tribunal papers, they are online. The I think it's 27 pages long. The tribunal, everything that went on in that place. It's worth reading.
Yeah, I saw part of it and where he was saying that
through and through.
People, the government needs him. People needs him, and the way he's saying it is like he's a god.
Yeah.
People needs him. These young people in Bristol needs him. I'm like, oh my god.
They asked him to bring the judgment. Has he got the judgment when he was investigated by the what do you call them? The Charities Commission. They said, you were investigated by the Charities Commission. Have you got the judgment letter with you? He said, well, it's at home. He didn't know that they were going to ask that question. It's at home. So they said, okay, we would like to see it. They postponed court. They postponed it so he can produce this document, right? The lawyer on the other side said, send the documents to me, right? And then we will reconvene. The time he was given to send it, instead of sending the right document, he went and sent one document in his brother's name or something like that. And then he now sent, what was it that they said he sent? He sent letters from people saying Toby is a good man, Toby is helping young kids, testimonials, right? He sent testimonials. And the lady's like, no, this is not what I requested. I wanted the judgment. Right? But the guy is so foolish that he doesn't realize that the judgment is online. The judgment, you want me to go and look online, it's out online.
I remember, if you remember, is it 2 years ago when Davido and Choma came to England and he bought Choma a handbag, which they were saying like 37,000
Birkin bag. Birkin, I think they called it that bag is a Birkin. I don't know. That's what they call the name of that bag.
Yes.
Birkin.
Like 37,000.
Was it 37,000 pounds?
Yeah, they were saying something like 37,000 a handbag, and I'm like, what type of handbag is that?
That's what he does. He befriends the rich people. Shows them, look, I've got money. Show off. Right? All of that is just for the gram. All of that is for to show people that we are doing okay over here. Things are moving over here. I'm living above you. This guy started very meager, this pastor thing. You should see, there are videos of when he first started church. He was a nobody. His church had no young people there. But he realized that the older people, he could not easily bamboozle them. You see?
Yes. Because the old people, they will want you to read the Bible. They want you to quote some verses and things like that. But with the young kids, the way he was doing it, he was acting like somebody who's taking them out of the streets. And that's why I think the government, accommodated him, because he was like taking them out of the street and making sure that, they're no longer going to the street, but he's also making them do some things which are not of the street, but which is also not good for these young kids.
Can I play? I finally found the video I was looking for. Please let me play this video. This is one of Toby's pastors.
I'm not gonna lie to you, ever since the Christianization of Africa, everything became fucked up.
Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. Okay, just 1 second. Let me just play this video. It's only 1 minute long. So this is one of his pastors, and she's driving while live streaming. And Pastor Toby's birthday is in a few days, and they need to bring money, right? But just listen.
Pastor Toby dead?
Huh?
Isn't Pastor Toby dead?
Dead? No, he's not dead.
Oh no, I must be confusing him with TB.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. No.
TB Joshua dead, right?
Oh, that one was TB Joshua.
Oh, okay.
The TV
Well,
just
listen, so Pastor Toby, when they gonna give his big ass money with his big ass self? Oh Lord, that man is a criminal.
He is. He is. Hold on. So let me play this video then.
Right now, all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you have to give to this. Don't let this day go by, or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay? All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hold on. Can I just interject real quick?
Just one more time.
In your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give.
What she's doing
is
dangerous.
Last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday.
What she's doing is dangerous. She's live streaming.
Yeah,
while driving.
Make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do.
Oh my God, and it's repeating.
Steal. Or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay?
Yeah, she needs to be arrested. She needs to be arrested. That lady needs to be arrested.
That's Pastor Nikki. Right? That one is Pastor Nikki.
And I agree with you. Can I interject really quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Did you know that when I heard that Pastor Nikki, that woman in the video, right?
Yes.
I had that to get money for Pastor Toby. One time she did a shower to do it.
Omari.
I'm not joking.
Omari.
I heard it. I'm not saying it.
No, you know, you can't be surprised. Omari, I agree, Omari. Somebody says you can steal.
Heard it now. I haven't heard it at all.
No, but if somebody is encouraging,
I've heard it by somebody, bro.
To steal.
I'm not saying it happened, but I heard it.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
But it's like you can't, it's like you can't deny it that it didn't happen. Because if he's saying to people, if it means you have to steal, and she said herself, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get mine.
Do not forget, these are young children they were talking to. From you know what this Toby's church used to do. His pastors will go and park their cars by secondary schools. As the people are coming out of school, they will buy them ice cream, buy them KFC, and invite them to church. Their target were the young ones. That was their target. They waited for them outside school. They waited for them outside, places that they would go to go and hang out. And then come. And then what they did was they would drive up there with flashy cars, right? The best cars. And so, for young people, they're looking at, oh, what is this?
Yes.
Right? Yes, I did do you. Yes, borrow, beg, and steal. Yeah, that's
so
what
you can do a shower after. If you can't borrow, if you can't steal, you do a shower and get the money.
No, you didn't hear what she said. Oh, did you hear? She said she will have to do anything. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay, wait, hold on. No, she actually said that. Let me play it one more time. Please listen to her. So Nikki said she will have to do anything to get some money.
Yeah, she's also going to do her own part.
Okay, that's what she said.
Whatever account right now, all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, so I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give.
She's going to locate the money for herself.
But my pastor's birthday is
to locate it.
I'm saying I honor this man of
So
God.
she said she's
I'm
going
gonna
to go and
whatever it
locate
takes
the
to
money.
make sure.
You see,
Listen.
She said she's going to make sure. Listen to her. She's going to make sure she gets
for myself.
Okay,
Because I
wait, she's
have
going to
give.
locate. Wait, let's see. Listen to her.
An 11 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, so I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you have to give to this. Don't let this day go by, or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay? All right.
Ow.
Yeah.
Now, okay, hold on. Actually, I heard that Pastor Nikki has actually partaken in a shower. I've heard it from a WhatsApp group chat, actually. An African WhatsApp group chat. And now that I'm seeing that video, and I think the lady there is from Zimbabwe, my sister who was speaking.
If anyone wants any of these videos, on my YouTube channel, I streamed a few days ago, and these videos are on there. So if anyone wants these videos, I think I would just upload them on my YouTube. All of these, just upload them.
I'm not gonna lie. I think she's done a child because now it makes sense. You said any means necessary, right? It makes sense.
Where is she going to locate the money?
Exactly.
No, but when she said beg, borrow, or steal, do you guys think she was being serious?
Yeah, I think she's being serious.
If you are talking something like that, to 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, what are you trying to tell them? That go and steal. What are you trying to tell them? And you can't tell me that you were just joking and you're saying something like that.
Mind you, I'm actually 17 myself, and I'm very woke. I'm very alert on these kinds of things.
Yeah. Mary, did you say you're 17?
And I'm very woke and alert on
it's not about being woke, but
I'm very
Mary,
woke.
I know, I get it, but TikTok says you got to be 18 plus.
No, it doesn't. It just has to be 16 plus.
Where does it say that?
Actually, it does.
Where now? Where does it say?
I saw it on the TikTok guidelines because they told me to verify my age, see if I'm 16 or over to go live.
Hold on. Verify that.
Or if you are 16, you're still young.
I'm 17. But I know about this kind of. I've been involved in this kind of shit. I remember one time I had to give all my food money that I was supposed to spend during the day to church when I was like 15 years old. These guys have all types of targets. No, not targets. They have all tactics to get money from you, no matter how old you are. Why are we all quiet?
I'm
So
here.
the truth is that Pastor Toby may not be the only person in this whole shit because
There's a lot of celebrity status in churches where you see one pastor.
Sorry, 1 second. Omari, I apologize. I had to remove you. So TikTok age requirements, you must be aged 18 or older to go live. It is a requirement. I apologize. I mean, as much as it sounded, good to talk to, but that could just get me in serious trouble. So you've got to be 18 or older. Yeah, I've just looked at the age requirements for TikTok live. You must be aged 18 or older to go live. To help us age before you go live, if we confirm that you're 18, yeah, anyway, never mind. It says you've got to be 18 or over to go live, right?
He was talking. I didn't even think he's 16 years.
Well, he didn't. I wish if he hadn't said anything, would have just.
Yeah, he was so.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
Mary, next time, just shh. Mary, next. Shh.
He's like he's so mature for his age.
Colin Lema, you sound like you're South African. Are you South African?
No, I'm Zimbabwean.
Zimbabwean. Okay. Can we deport Toby to Zimbabwe?
Oh my God. You know what? You will not last because Zimbabwe doesn't have money. He wants to be deported somewhere where there's money.
Okay.
Yeah. Deport him to South Africa.
Deport him to South Africa. You think that he will thrive in South Africa?
They'll kill him.
Valencia, yeah. So Mary is very bright. And while he was up here, I just learned something new about Pastor Nikki. I've never heard that before. I will go and investigate. I'm out there looking on the streets.
You know, these young ones, they know a lot. They are in the streets, they check everything.
But what is his associate pastors? Now, that right there, what you just said, very important. Toby could not have done the things that he did without those pastors. Some of them were seasoned criminals. Anybody remember Miriam Mola?
Yes.
Miriam Mola, one of his pastors. A liar, a thief, a con artist. She had been to jail. As soon as she stepped foot in Toby's church, within 3 weeks, she was made a pastor. Within weeks, made a pastor. And that lady caused a lot of havoc in that church. I don't know if she's still there now. All this information. Look, these people, I don't know what it is. They bring all these people on their stages, hype them up. Miriam Mola did an interview where they said, oh, she's such a brilliant lady, she's this, she's that. Only for them to go find out later on that, oh, she was a criminal, right? Followed the boyfriend to go and do all these really serious crimes. Even Toby knowing that this lady was a criminal, she was one that they were using to get monies from the children. Let me see if I can find a video.
Yeah, no, because they know that because she's a criminal, she knows how to talk and she knows how to to scam them. That's why they give her that big post so that she can do their business.
And if she gets into trouble, at least she's been there before.
Yes. And she even know how to run away from it.
No, not just run away. She would take the fall. She would take the fall. Wait, let me see if I can find Miriam Moore. Oh, she was terrible.
My sister, let me go to bed and sleep. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let me see. There's a short video. I'm going to be done soon. There's a video of one of his pastors. Let's see what she's got to say. she was
new season,
new me. New free stuff on Foxy Drop too. Sorry, just one second.
What time is it now, guys? It is 10:56. We have until 11:59 until we can register to vote. So please, the link. You fighting for, child? What?
Living in the house, and she's basically saying, you know, you have to give me your money. She keeps saying sewing.
Exactly.
Recruiting soldiers. What are you saying? Where does money going to? Okay?
She said socials for what? What are you fighting for? And this is what I've been saying. What are you fighting at the same time? For Labour, because I can happily announce to you guys that I'm endorsing Labour on this channel, because I think some of you guys will be asking who am I voting for, or just maybe want to be curious. Definitely Labour, child. I'm definitely voting for Labour. So it seems like Maria Mola is now clashing with Jenny Jenkins, an OG YouTuber who's been here for a while. And this is ridiculous, but at the same time, quite funny. Reason being is because obviously, if you just do what Jenny says.
Literally has like a few girls under her living in the house, and she's basically saying, you know, you have to give me your money. She keeps saying sewing.
Exactly.
Recruiting soldiers for what? What are you fighting for? Nobody's saying where is money going to. Okay?
She said soldiers for what? What are you fighting for? And this is what I've been saying. What are you fighting for, child? Why didn't you send me soldiers for? What are you sewing? Let us know what you're sewing. I don't know what I'm doing with that action. But what are you sewing? I really don't understand. But just that particular sentence, yeah, this is crazy.
Miriam Mula, whatever, who literally has like a few girls under her living in the house, and she's basically saying, you know, you have to give me your money, and you keep saying sewing. I'm recruiting soldiers for what? What are you fighting for? Nobody's saying where this money is going to. You're getting young people to open accounts, overdraft accounts, and basically they're trying to make it seem like they're helping the community, the younger generation, by bringing them off the streets.
I don't even have a response because she's so ancient and so outdated. She didn't make it. They didn't send you an invite to Joe. Those invites went to Patricia. What's this blogger? What's the one that, Patricia? Patricia, at least we know Patricia. Even me, I know Patricia. So even if Patricia's insult me, I'm like, at least I know you. The one that can't figure out what name she's going to be this week, that week.
Hey guys, it's Moradi. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent, you want to call it. And obviously now, Jenny Jenkins is a YouTuber. For those of you who don't know, she's been on the YouTube game for a while. And
bottom line is that Miriam Mola was one of the mentors overseeing a home, one of Toby's homes with girls in it. She ran that home like it was a military operation. The girls were made to get up. You get up, you go and go to work. Miriam Mola was the only one not allowed to work. Miriam Mola was in that home with her child. The others, they had to get up every morning, go to work. And when they get paid, they give the money straight to Miriam. They cleaned, they cooked, they did everything in that house. And those monies, Miriam passes it on to Toby. Right? So this is Miriam Mola's life is on YouTube. If there was a whole documentary done on Miriam Mola titled "Catch Her If You Can." Yeah, Miriam Mola, Catch Her If You Can, something like that. Okay. Yeah. So she was. There's a lot out there on this Toby guy. It's really crazy how the government just decided, okay, the only thing we're going to do is just deport. You know. Why were they not arrested? I listen. I don't know. The government they're just so disappointed. They will incriminate themselves, I guess. They will incriminate themselves because they were rubbing shoulders with Toby. Don't forget. They were rubbing shoulders with Toby. Miriam Mola's was even stealing people's husbands. Wait, I want to see one where she was talking to the girls. It was you see her talking to. Let me see. I want to see her talking. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not just find where she was talking. This one with Difty. Let's see.
And the certainty that is the key, otherwise punishment.
The piss.
Okay. Yeah.
What did you do? I'm gonna inspire so much to a point where your souls are just gonna flock to me. I'm gonna take the piss on my ground so much that souls are gonna want to run to me with their finances.
Right, guys, I don't know what's going on, but it seems that this SPAC Nation whole issue is definitely developing, and it is not good at all. Hey guys, it's Rob Morley. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent.
Give me a second. Let me. Okay. All right. Listen to this.
This other person who works at is again.
You will go to school. I'm gonna take.
How dreadful this SPAC Nation is.
Please listen to Miriam Molan. This will be the last video for tonight.
Inspire so much to a point where your souls are just gonna flock to me. I'm gonna take the piss on my ground so much that souls are gonna want to run to me with their finances. I need 15 people to nominate themselves as a 1K giver. The first person to nominate themselves was a 20-year-old boy. You will go to school. You will go to work. And as you're going to school, as you're going to work, your finances. Not only do I know your finances, I've made it worse for them. 3G, I made 3G the head of finance for the house.
Saying that, you will go to work, you'll go to school, no matter what you're doing, but I control your finances, we control your finances. You will be sued and you'll be debt collectors and you'll be collecting the debt and you'll be sued to it for the rest of your life. There's nothing you can do about it. She's basically confirming that it is a cult, and she's using this sense of entrapment by the way she speaks. It's very demonic and it's very disgusting and sad and very, very, very controlling.
You want to sit down and sleep, and Pastor Obi's praying and you're sleeping, you will die. If you don't find that money, start something else to bring more money to that. And you're going to sow everything. And then when Auntie Lucy calls you, you take that call, and whatever she told you to do, we all do that.
And this is what is taking place. We have these young boys and girls who are in these houses who are cleaning up, as we've seen in some videos. Some of them, from what we're seeing, look very displeased to be there. And it seems that the cracks are now beginning to show more than we think, and that this is going to be a tremendous downfall for this entire SPAC Nation in the coming months or year. I do believe this is going to get definitely worse, and more stuff is going to get released, and a lot more people are going to expose the situation. Again, I want to reiterate that there's a lot of seriousness when it comes to these type of videos. This is not a to have some fun. This is a very serious situation because we have younger people who are at stake, younger children at stake, young girls, young guys who've been manipulated, money has been taken, laundered allegedly. All this is taking place. The police are now officially involved, attempting to investigate. I feel like there was a Reggie Yates documentary going on, but I feel like that was just pandering to the form of entertainment, of discussion that was going on around the world. And I feel like, especially in the UK, that wasn't really a proper detailed documentary of I'm going to come in and find out and fix this stuff. I don't think it was that at all. We have other individuals online on Twitter who obviously are displaying like the accounting information as well. There's massive conversation going on all about it. I've seen it throughout sporadically for the last couple of days, and I've obviously been asked and told to speak on matters as SPAC Nation has.
So you heard her.
So that's what I'm saying. That why are they not arresting him if they've got evidence like this?
He was not the one doing the mobilizing of these young kids. Did you hear her say 15 people need to give £1,000, right?
Yeah.
She said a 20-year-old was the first one and he gave £2,000. 20-year-old. Huh? 20-year-old.
Where did you get £2,000? A 20-year-old.
A UK government. I don't know. I honestly do not know. But hey, I guess sometimes you just have to keep talking about it. Guys, there's a petition in the bio.
Yes.
Don't sign the petition. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a petition in the description. I'm going to put the link to the petition in the chat again. Just please share the petition. Please share the petition. I beg you, share the petition. Now, we're not hearing any more of these things going on in that church. Can you imagine what's going on now that everything is all hush, hush, secret, secret?
A lot is happening.
Can you imagine what's going on there? There's still young people there. There's still people. Just, oh well.
Well, good night.
All right, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
I need to sign in. What does that mean? Show me. What do you mean? I need to sign in. It's in my bio. You will have to I have to look for it in the bio. Rich was able to do it. So when you come out of here, just click on my name and look for bio there. You see bio. You find the triple sign it. Okay, to triple sign. Yeah, you can triple sign it, and you can use as many signature. Sorry, I think you need email. I don't know. Yeah, and what else? What was the other thing? Yeah, make sure to share, right? If you are fed up of these pastors, preachers who are actively scamming young kids, just come on. When is this going to stop? When? This should just be a wake-up call for a lot of people. A wake-up call. Anyway, guys, I'll be back again tomorrow. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy. All right, folks, but Afro-Atheist and you can click on Afro-Atheist and what's IRIS? What does that mean? IRIS? It's on change.org. It's on change.org and it is let's see. Change.org. Let's see. And it's Deport Toby Adegboyega, Justice for the Victims of SPAC Nation. Right. Oh wow. There's been 43 people. 43 have signed already. Oh no, actually no. 43 people have looked at it and only 20 people have signed. It's okay. We at least we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere with it. So yeah, but never mind. We will, please guys, if you need me to send you the link, I will send you the link. If you need me to send it to you via DMs, I will happily send you the link via DMs. Okay. All right, people. Okay, under my name.
Good night.
All right, Phil. Good night.
Okay, tomorrow.
Good night.